Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm going to call the meeting to order. Sarah, could you do the roll call for us, please? Oh, I have to do. Oh, there we go. I forgot about that. Okay, so I think we are good to go. We're now at declarations of interest. Seeing and hearing none. We've got our minutes from that's 3.1 from June the 7th. Mover and seconder. Moved by the vice chair, seconded by Marilyn. All in favor? That's carried. And then we're down to 8.1. This is a correspondence. So 8.1 correspondence from the municipality of Clarington in regards to the Newtonville Road Pilot Project. Okay, seconded. Got it. Questions, comments? All in favor? That's carried. We're down to correspondence item B. This is from the township of Cramshee, I think, or Crammy. And this is in regards to automated speed enforcement. Here, I'll go ahead, Vice Chair.
Yeah, just through you, I just wanted to ask a question.
Of course.
I'd like to move it, but is it appropriate to receive it, or is there action that needs to be taken with the correspondence through you to the Commissioner?
Go ahead.
Mr. Chair.
Through the chair, it was moved by, it was actually pulled by Mayor Collier.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what the purpose was.
Yeah.
It might be to endorse it. I would remind committee, at regional council, I think in June,
Yeah.
we also had endorsed a motion, one is to try and make the tool more flexible beyond community safety zones and school zones, as well as signage requirement, which is too onerous. So he probably pulled this to endorse the same, I'm not sure what his intent was.
Yeah, so that's why I'm asking through you, Mr. Chair, because I wouldn't want to receive it and have action that needs to be taken, and I wouldn't want to take action if we've already done, more than what's already being, endorsed potentially.
Yeah, through the chair, there's no harm in endorsing it again.
Okay, I'll move the endorsement.
Yeah.
And then if there's further action or discussion, I guess we'll have that through you, Mr. Chair, to the Commissioner at Council, if Mayor
Sure.
Collier is weighing in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just wondering, Vice Chair, there's a lot of movement in this space, right? We
Yeah.
have a number of different players who are taking a different approach to how
Yep.
to do this. I know the region's looking at things differently as well. Wonder if maybe a report, Ramesh, time-wise, do you think we will have a more defined definition of kind of where we're at in 3 months?
I would suggest a report in 2024 would be more useful, and the reason is multifold. There is some interest among local area municipalities for
Yes.
the region to run a program both on regional and local roads. I also am dealing with a motion from Ajax Council, for example. But there are some contracts that are coming to an end next year. So the earliest we could even think about a transition to a regional program, in my mind, would be 2025. Yeah, so ideally a report in 2024 that can look at the pros and cons as to even alternate suppliers.
Sure.
I'm hearing more are in the market now, although no one is proven yet. As of now, it's only one player in town. But I think in 2024 we'll get a bit more information. For example, there's a company that signed with
LAS.
City of Barrie or Town of Barrie, and LAS and so on. They are looking at an alternate model, and we're also moving into an administrative penalty system, APS regime, which also takes this out of the courts. So there's lots happening between now and probably mid-2024. We can probably report at that time, do we maintain the status quo delivery model, or do we want to look at alternatives in terms of processing centers and so on?
Through you, Mr. Chair, to the Commissioner, I think, Mr. Chair, that was a good question. Just wondering, as a follow-up to that, do you need direction, or is this something that staff is already focused in on, and that you're able to, meet those timelines, because obviously dealing with it in today's meeting is premature. And then, waiting till the 25th year may be too late. You'll have those timelines in mind, and we don't have to move any motions. You'll have that direction sort of as your focus.
Through the chair, no, I think we are good. I already have it in the
Okay.
to-do list, like including dealing with a motion from Town of Ajax. And, the only caveat to all this is if there is a desire for the region to run this program for both regional and local roads, I would suggest it's got to be, all or nothing, like where the region does this on an exclusive basis. Otherwise, you're not really achieving any economies of scale. If, for example, Oshawa does its own, and Pickering does its own, and Pickering, and Whitby comes under us,
Sure.
I think it just will be a mixed bag. So those are the implications we want to document and get everyone on board if we want to pivot to a different direction.
Yeah, and just a follow-up to that, I know that Ajax is definitely one that's requested it. I do know that we have a list in Oshawa that's been put forward through our staff and discussed by various councillors here, including myself. So I do believe that the coordinated effort and whatever reporting to the committee, it'll come through the committee, I suppose, Mr. Chair, to the Commissioner, yeah, and then proceed to council. So I'm comfortable with that.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so then we'll go with, I think a letter was,
Endorsement?
so the problem with endorsement, I think, in this case is we're getting into whether or not we go community safety zones or like we expand the locations. I think with expansion, it might be more local roads, different ways to do it. I think it might be too early to lobby for that expansion from my end. So, but again, it's up to you.
Yeah, so.
And we need a seconder too. Can we get a seconder for, what do you decide what your motion is? We'll
Why don't
see if
we
can get a
move to council without a recommendation, because the individual who pulled it isn't here to speak to it, and we can have a fulsome discussion about it then with the comments that are made by the commissioner. That's, I can retract because the motion hasn't been seconded.
Yeah.
I'll just move that it proceed to council without a recommendation.
Okay,
Is that good?
sure. Can we get a seconder? We'll go Councillor Mulcahy. And any questions or comments? Okay, all in favor? That's carried. Thank you very much. All right, we're down to reports here, folks. Can I get a motion to move A through E? Moved by the chair, seconded by Councillor Yamada. Are there any polls? Okay, seeing and hearing none. All in favor? That's carried. All right, now we'll go down here under other business, and let's go first to Ramesh, and then we'll go to you.
Yeah, sure.
Vice Chair. Ramesh, do you want to just talk, you and Andrew talk about our curbside? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So just a reminder, September 16th and September 23rd is a rain date, is the curbside giveaway day. It's an opportunity for residents to bring out their pre-loved ones and used items for, other residents to reuse. Examples would be appliances and clothing. And we've been marketing that through multiple channels, social media and other ads. I'll probably turn it over to Andrew to just elaborate. Andrew, what's the purpose of the program and where are we on it? Thank you.
How do we turn on Andrew?
Andrew can just hit his button.
Okay, you're up.
No.
Oh.
Turn on Christine's. Oh.
All right. Certainly, so as Ramesh mentioned, September 16th, so looking for gently used items to be placed at the curb during the day. Other residents can come see what they're interested in. The goal is just to reduce the amount of waste with these items being transferred. Hopefully, they're not being disposed of. Looking to have everything, if it's not picked up, moved back inside towards the end of the day, I think 7 p.m. And there's lots more information available online at durham.ca/curbside giveaway.
Sounds fantastic. Mr. Chair,
Sorry.
you're good?
Thank you, and not to complicate matters, but I'm wondering if, and I'm not asking for a detailed report, other than we collect the tonnage amounts that go through the transfer stations, could we do a 2-week cycle of tonnage reports to see if it actually made a difference on the delivery to the transfer stations?
Yeah, and I think that's part of how we are going to monitor success or neutrality of this. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're looking at a couple different ways of looking at it, including some before and after surveys for residents who are interested in participating or who did participate to provide feedback on how they participated. And we'll be looking to see how it goes and if we're going to continue it on in the future.
I'm just thinking, Mr. Chair, about we might actually see an uptick on waste going through the transfer station as you clear out your garage. If someone doesn't take it, you might end up having people take it to the dump if it doesn't go. So it might actually have a temporary increase, but it will clean out the garages, which is always your goal.
If it cleans out the garages and allows people to park their vehicles inside instead of starting them and running them in their driveways to get the ice off them in the wintertime, it's also a win.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
So again, I think this is all wins here. Any other comments on that announcement? Okay, we'll pass to our vice chair who wanted to speak. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to, through you, Mr. Chair, wish Councillor Cook a happy birthday. I know it was yesterday, but we're in committee, and I know that we're able to interact through our technology here, and we see Councillor Cook, and I want to make sure that she's recognized for her birthday. It's not belated. I wished you a happy birthday yesterday. So, anyways, through you, Mr. Chair, anyone else that's having a birthday or participating at either the staff level or in the community, welcome back to school to the kids and teachers. And I know that we talked about road safety and enforcement and traffic standards here, and we do that often. But this is probably a time where we're kind of talking to ourselves because kids and teachers and parents are busy and they're at school and they're doing their things. But this is the kind of work that we do to try to make things better. And I think that this committee, throughout the years, has put forward decades worth of improvements, whether to our planning of future roads or facilitation of current infrastructure and making them safer. So on that basis, I want to thank, through you, Mr. Chair, the Region of Durham and the staff members who have implemented those traffic safety measures and continue to work on signalization and safety standards across our region to make things a lot safer.
Well said. Thank you very much. Okay, any other questions or comments? Oh, Marilyn, thank you. Go ahead, Councillor.
Just to justify this meeting, I'm going to drag it out a little bit longer. I'm wondering, are we going to get a report on the BRT in the near future?
Through the chair, we're not planning a report, but certainly a presentation and likely to Transit Executive Committee.
Okay, okay. Because I know it crosses over like works, planning, transit, so I just, yeah.
Yeah, if I may, depending on the scope of the presentation, we either go to the Committee of the Whole or Transit Executive Committee. There's one in the making, not just on Highway 2, but also on Simcoe, just to look at what the TOD office is up to in terms of rapid transit.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for an EA, the finalization of that or something. I can't remember what.
On the Highway 2, we are waiting to finalize the preliminary design business case,
Right, okay,
PDBC.
yeah.
On Simcoe, we are going to go into public engagement. In that process, we'll
Okay.
come and update tech as well.
Okay, so we will be getting a report soon. Okay,
Or a
great, thank you.
presentation, or a presentation.
Oh, presentation, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Well, no problem. And then just a huge thank you to all of regional staff. We've been out of this chamber for quite some time. Fantastic summer, but while we were out of this chamber, road projects were happening. Waste was being picked up, and a number of other meetings to move our agendas forward. So again, thanks to all your teams for what they've done. When I just look at Uxbridge, there's been significant progress made right in our urban area with tons of roads projects, more lines, more protection for kids. So just going along what Tita was saying, great work, everyone. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Lynn. All right. So our next meeting is October the 4th, and motion to adjourn, moved by Rhonda, seconded by Marilyn. All in favor? That's carried. Thanks, folks.